What if your Valentine's Day wasn't filled with love and roses, but something far more sinister? It happens every year. People disappear, lovers turn up dead, and strange encounters leave even skeptics questioning reality. Some say Valentine's Week isn't just about romance. It's a time when something darker lurks in the shadows. Tonight, I'm bringing you 3 true horror stories of Valentines gone horribly wrong. But be warned, these tales might just make you rethink that romantic date night. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was a chilly Valentine's evening in Salem, Massachusetts. Olivia, a history professor, had just finished her class and decided to treat herself to a solo dinner at the Crimson Oak, an old tavern rumored to be haunted. She wasn't one to believe in ghost stories, but she had heard the legend. A woman named Eleanor, betrayed and abandoned by her lover in the 1800s, had been found hanging from the tavern's oak beam. They say she still lingers, waiting for him to return. Midway through her meal, Olivia noticed something odd. The table across from her, empty just moments ago, now had a man seated there. He was dressed in an old-fashioned suit, his dark eyes locked onto her. A shiver ran down her spine, but she forced a smile. "Waiting for someone?" she asked. The man nodded. "Yes, someone who left me waiting a very long time." Just as Olivia was about to respond, the waiter arrived. "Who are you talking to?" he asked. She turned back, but the chair was at Olivia's haunting encounter. "Okay, at this point I'd be running out of there so fast I'd break a world record." "Olivia?" She stayed, because apparently some people enjoy being haunted. That night as she left the tavern, she heard a whisper in her ear. "Finally found you." She never dined alone again. The haunted locket. David had been dating Lisa for nearly a year, and Valentine's Day was his chance to propose. He wanted it to be perfect, so he bought her a heart-shaped locket from an antique store downtown. The shopkeeper hesitated before selling it to him. "You sure you want this one?" he asked. David laughed it off. "Of course, it's perfect." Lisa adored the locket until she started hearing the heartbeat. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but at night, the faint thump-thump, thump-thump would echo in her ears. One night, curiosity got the best of her. She pried the locket open and nearly dropped it in horror. Inside was a tiny, shriveled piece of something flesh-like, pulsing ever so slightly. Terrified, Lisa took the locket back to the antique shop. The old man looked at it, then at her, and whispered, "I was hoping it wouldn't find another heartbeat." She never saw David again. The mystery of the Crimson Mask. In 1998, a woman named Rachel received a mysterious invitation to a Valentine's masquerade ball at a private estate. The invite was elegant, sealed with red wax. The strange thing, she hadn't signed up for any event. But something about it felt irresistible. That night, she arrived at the estate. The mansion was grand, the guests glamorous, all in masks of red and gold. But one figure stood out. The man in the crimson mask. He danced with her, whispered in her ear, and sent chills down her spine. His voice was too familiar. As the clock neared midnight, she excused herself and slipped outside, heart pounding. She pulled off her own mask, then gasped. In the reflection of the mansion window, the man in the red mask was standing behind her. But when she turned, no one was there. The next day, she researched the estate. It had burned down 20 years ago. The masquerade, it was last held in 1978. The man she danced with, a former owner who had lured women to their deaths before meeting his own gruesome fate. And yet he had whispered her name. To this day, Rachel swears she still finds red wax-sealed letters on her doorstep, even though she moved across the country. 3 chilling tales of Valentines gone wrong makes you wonder who really sent that anonymous love note on your desk. If you want more terrifying true stories, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next tale might be even closer to home. Happy Valentine's Week and sleep